Hi there, I'm John from CNCKing.com, and today we make custom acrylic woodworking templates. Most of the templates you see us make at CNCKing.com are actually done out of MDF. Usually it's 1/4 inch, but sometimes we use 1/8 and sometimes we use 1/2 inch. In this case here, it's 1/4 inch acrylic. And the reason why the customer went with acrylic over MDF is durability. Acrylic is a lot harder material, and of course if it gets wet, it doesn't really matter. It always stays the same. It has a nice finish to it. But when you're running your router along the edge, a lot of times, MDF will start to break down on you. And the nice thing about acrylic is it lasts tremendously longer compared to MDF because the edge is basically solid plastic. And it also is a little bit smoother of a process, but for woodworking generally doesn't matter because you're still doing a lot of sanding and other work when it comes to using the templates to make your finished product. Acrylic is one of those materials that's a little bit tricky to cut. And the reason for that is basically I'm cutting gas. It's a hard, solid gas, and because of that, it's very, very flammable. So I also have to be careful when I'm doing this kind of work that I don't burn down my machine and then my shop. Because once this stuff catches on fire, it doesn't go out. I know that for a fact because a lot of the scraps for this kind of work end up actually in the fire pit, and you throw a couple of little pieces of the acrylic into the fire and you just get an instant combustion. It's incredible how hot this stuff actually gets when it actually catches on fire. Now, when I'm laser cutting this, I'm doing two things to make sure that doesn't happen. One is I have a lot of compressed air shooting straight down in the head, down onto the material, and that's why you see a flame underneath and not on top. And the other thing is I have a very powerful extraction system that's sucking all the fumes out almost instantly as soon as they're made. And you can still see fire when this is traveling, but it's one of those materials where, you know, sometimes the laser is better, sometimes the router is better. At least with the laser, I don't have to worry about a hold down, while with the router, I gotta push and pull through the material. Now, generally when it comes to acrylic templates, they always come with a masking on the front and the back. You can tell what direction this was. This is the back, this is the front. This is just smoke from the laser cutting process that comes back up and it comes on the back. Now, generally the customer just uses it as is. Doesn't really matter, the masking doesn't impede or help or make any sort of difference when you're using it as a template with your router. But it easily just peels right off if it really bothers you. When it comes to acrylic, we have a lot of different colors and mix and matches of different options that are possible for you. But again, generally when it comes to templates, customers just don't care. They just want the most cost-effective 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch acrylic. And we got a whole bunch of it here in the shop that, you know, need a new home. And it works out perfect for us and it works out perfect for them because it's very cost-effective material. So if you're looking for custom templates, contact me at CNCKing.com, send us a design file and we'll modify it and get your approval. Then we'll cut it and ship it right to your door.